In this video, we will give you a brief introduction into how to build your process application using the TeamWorks authoring environment. Let's get started. TeamWorks provides a unified environment for building your application. Different views with different capabilities are available for your development team, which may include business analysts, process modelers, and developers. On the left, you have the TeamWorks library. This is a shared library for all of your process assets, from diagrams all the way down to services. This centralized library makes it easier for your team to collaborate and reuse assets. On the right is our workspace. This is where you build your processes and services. Almost everything is done graphically in TeamWorks by drag and drop and filling out properties sheets. This makes development simpler and faster. Let's look now at how we can build an application using TeamWorks. In this case, we're going to build a new process application for an insurance company. This company wants to convert their manual, paper-based process for handling new insurance policies to a more efficient, automated online experience. We're going to start with the business process diagram, called a BPD. This diagram describes what the key activities are, who is involved, and any business rules that govern how work is distributed. We are using the popular Business Process Modeling Notation, or BPMN standard, for diagramming. As you can see, building the process diagram is drag and drop. I'm going to add a step here for final approval at the end of the process. This is how business analysts at your company can build out your process, a key component of your overall application. Let's look now at a more complete process diagram, one your team may have been working on for a few days. The key thing to note here is that we're capturing all of the essential detail in this one picture of the process. This includes human activities like input forms and requests for approval, system activities like getting customer information from another system, external events like a message from another system or a service level violation, and finally rules that route activities based on information like policy per amount. Here's an important point about TeamWorks. This picture that you have drawn is what actually runs the process. You don't have to export this to another tool or turn it into code. This saves development time and eliminates translation errors. For a complete running process application, we're going to need to provide a little bit more detail than just the diagram. To do this, you simply double-click on an activity to drill into it. This switches to a more detailed implementation view where you can design forms graphically. Our forms designer makes it easy to build user screens, we call coaches, to present and gather information from your users. Here I can create all the forms necessary to fill out, for example, a new policy request. In fact, you can graphically design a whole screen flow for any given activity. You will also typically want to integrate with existing systems to leverage business logic or data. For example, here I might want to call out to my existing policy administration system in order to price out a new policy. All I need to do is drag out the service-based integration and hook it into my flow at the appropriate point. I could build that service in TeamWorks, or I could discover and leverage services that I already have in place. Some activities also require business rules to help govern the flow. TeamWorks allows you to find those rules using any of your process information, like plan type or amount. If you have a business engine already, TeamWorks can also call out to that engine during execution, so we can leverage your existing investments in that area. So now you have your process application built. How do you know it's right? In TeamWorks, it's simple. Press the play button and step through the process. Nothing to compile, no servers to restart, no portals to visit. Here, pressing play brought up the first form in the process. Now you can quickly validate with your subject matter experts that this form has all the necessary fields and business logic. Pressing play early and often will save you time at every step in your application development. There's no easier way to gather requirements and validate your work. That concludes our basic tour of building a process application using the TeamWorks authoring environment. If you want to see what your end users see when you promote this application to production, please watch the next video.